Hi, it's Nancy. I'm here to film my Twilight composition notebooks for the swap at minialbumscraps.ning.com. We were the challenge was to make 3 notebooks, and we could make them all the same or all different, which I loved that I could make them all different. So that's what I did, and hopefully I can get through the video. We're having some construction done on improvements on our cat boarding facility, and every time the guys walk through, the dogs start barking, so this is like the 8th time I've tried to film. But anyway, the first one I did in black and red, and what I did is I painted it. You can see on the back cover, it's painted with a glossy black paint and with glossy red brush strokes in it. And everything has been coated with gel medium, so it's all, you know, the pictures have like a canvas type coating on them, so you know, the notebook should hold up well. And I'm going to add some roses right here because I want to make sure that frame sticks down a little bit better on all sides. But I made this one Bella and Edward, and I tried to use mostly fabric embellishments, you know, rather than paper, so it would hold up. Although the roses there, those are paper. Everything else is fabric. I use some really pretty upholstery trim up on the top. So on the inside of this one, there's a picture of Bella and Edward, and again, it's painted. And then I used some paper from the Immortal Love collection to make pockets. And there's actually 5 pockets in here. You can put something in here, and behind that pocket, and inside this pocket, and behind it, and then there's another pocket here. So there's 5 pockets. And halfway through, I made a tab page, and it's all inked, and it's got you know, pretty much the same thing on the back. Now I had to use a cardstock here, you know, in order you know, for a little bit of reinforcement. But it's still, you know, it's just paper on the very inside, but I think it'll hold up. And then on the inside back cover, another picture of Bella and Edward, a little film strip with a quote, and a double pocket here. So that's the black and red, and whoops. And then on this one, it's another Bella and Edward meadow scene. This one I made a lot like the cigar box that I made for Lisa, because I really love that picture in the meadow, and I like the colors, and so I kind of recreated that, you know, just not quite as much detail. But I crackle painted the book on the front and back. And again, I coated all the pictures with the gel medium. And I made some flourishes and flat back pearls, and the flowers are all fabric and embroidered like appliques. So this will hold up really well. So that's the outside. And then the inside cover, I've made I think it's a triple pocket here. And I've got some, or maybe it's a double pocket. I don't. Each one's a little bit different. And there's a couple of big tags in there that the recipient can do whatever they want with those. And then halfway through, it's tabbed. And the inside back cover, Bella and Edward again. And I've stamped or actually not stamped, but stenciled some clocks in the background, you know, to go with forever. And then there's a large pocket. Okay, so that's the meadow one. And then, oops, I really had fun with the Jacob one. This one, well, I mean, obviously you can't feel it in the video, but it's all textured. There's like bark and textured papers, and like corrugated paper, and you know, more bark, and it's all on there with gel medium, so it's really secure. And you know, all this is all also gel medium, so it's almost like waterproof. And And I did a little scene up here with some pine trees and a wolf and a moon and some moss. And I wish you could feel the texture on this. It's really nice. And then on the binding, I did fur. And I put a feather. And then again, I went for texture. These oh, I see a little glue string here. I'll get rid of that. There we go. The leaves are burlap. So I was just going for texture, texture, texture. Feathers. And that's a paper flower. Okay, so I'm going to back up a little bit. That's the outside of that one. And on the inside cover, picture of Bella and Jacob. And I think that's 2 or 3 pockets there. I'm not sure. And I'm still probably going to put a picture here. I actually forgot. I meant to go back and do that. Yeah, I'm going to do something there. And then halfway through, there is a tab. And in the back cover, a picture of all 3 of them, but she's holding Jacob. And I think again this is 5 pockets on the back. And then this one I also just painted. I didn't paper the covers on any of these. They're all painted with just a background and then brush stroking. And on this one, actually the front cover of this is also painted just like that. But then I cut up some papers, the papers that look like this, like torn. They look like torn paper. And I cut out pieces of that and, you decoupage them with the gel medium. And then I, did bark over that. And then this textured, like bubbled, like animal skin paper. There's some strips of that on there. And I just really love, this is my favorite one. I'm totally Team Edward, but I love this book. It came out really good. Well, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.